Hey everyone, instead of boring old, I'm gonna run Tristram, not show it. I'm gonna show it, but I'm gonna tell y'all a story. All y'all southerners don't know about none of that. A story about the olden days when I was like a 10-year-old douchebag. Which, for one, I don't do this kind of stuff anymore. I was 10 years old at the time. Diablo 2 was new and cool. Kinda new. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but it was a freaking long time ago. And what I would do, for fun, not really because I needed the items, because I was pretty jacked in Diablo 2, I didn't really need much of anything, was scam people for funsies, because, I'm going to explain to you the scam because, for one, it's ridiculous. It's, like, laughable that people would even get scammed by this. And, I don't know, it's just a cool story of the yesterdays of Diablo and the happenings of before, and I don't want to die while I'm talking, because it's hard to play any game while you're talking. At least for me. I don't know, maybe some people have some talking powers I don't know about. Yay, scroll. Health potions would be nice, though. I should go buy some. Die! Basically, how the scam worked, and this is actually helpful, and now I'm going back to town, I can demonstrate this for people who aren't, like, familiar with exactly how this game is laid out. One person would stand here. This is the person you're going to scam. One person would stay my other teammate, because, you know, I'm 10 years old, I got douchebag friends that both, we all agree that being a douchebag is cool. And we probably, if YouTube was around, we would have posted first on every video that ever came out. And been like, yeah, we're cool, we're first. So one person would stand like way back here, or even in a different map, because you could use the warp portal. And they would just be like, yeah. Wait, no. That's not how it went. It's been a few years. One person would stand over there in that corner, and that is definitely the person you were scamming. And one person would stand over here. This would be me, and then your teammate on your team would stand, you know, way out here. And what you would do is remember the locations, because I'm going back to Tristram. I got shit to do. This whole point was so I could talk about something while I'm farming. You would tell somebody that you want them to join your clan. But before they can join your clan as a stranger, because who can really trust strangers, you need to give them the trust test. And what the trust test is already the most retarded thing ever. One, why would you want to join a Diablo 2 clan? Who really cares? So already the people agreeing to this are probably have their priorities a little bit out of order. Trying to join a clan of people you don't know on Diablo. I don't know. But, we'd tell them, hey, you want to join our clan? You just got to do the trust test. We'd slowly talk them into this. And they would stand in that corner within the rogue encampment. And I would stand outside rogue encampment, and we would both drop our items to say, yeah, neither of us are going to try and steal from each other. Of course the other person isn't going to try to steal from us, because for one, they'd have to walk away from their items, and it would take an incredibly long time for them to walk around. It would accomplish nothing for them. But us being outside of the rogue encampment, you can teleport into town. That may not sound like, that sounds obvious because in more recent Diablo, I'm talking old school Diablo before Enigma. Enigma is a very common armor that pretty much everyone has now, which allows you to teleport. This was before then. So people didn't expect barbarians to teleport before Enigma. And the reason you could was because there was a rare fix on amulets which gave you charges to teleport that pretty much everyone ignored and looked. Oh, they are homing. I see that frickin' warlock shooting those at me. I saw it. So basically, barbarians can't normally teleport unless they have this rare fix many people at this time overlooked, didn't care that it existed. Enigma wasn't around, so nobody knew about that. And when they start dropping all their items, of course, teleport into town and grab them all. They say, what are you doing? And I say, what are you doing? Why are you dropping your items to impress people you don't know on the internet? And then they would cry about it for a while, and your partner person would pick up your items to make sure, you know, you didn't lose them. And it was fun. It was thrilling. That's what I used to do back in the Diablo days, which I'm not proud of. Anyone who does that kind of stuff nowadays is just, like, I mean, I can understand it, why someone would do that, because I used to do that kind of stuff. But anyone who's older than like 12 years old who does it, I'm kind of missing. There's something missing there that you need to explain to me. Ah, there are too many warlocks. Ah! This is not worth running Tristram. I don't know why I decided to do it again. Yeah, I'm out of here. They are everywhere. They're just trying to smite the wicked. And there's more to this story. It goes on. We actually did gain some pretty awesome items from some pretty dumb people doing this. I forget what else I was going to say about it, though. That was way back in the day. Yep. Unfortunate dumb people. As much as I'm calling them dumb people, you have to be equally dumb to devise something like that and go through the effort to do it. And like I said, we already had the best items in the game. We didn't really need this stuff. It wasn't like, oh, we need to, you know, trade these items for whatever. Because at that point, we pretty much had everything. It was just, just a new way to play Diablo. Because we'd done everything already. My favorite item, by the way, which I had in Reals Diablo back in the Dizzy, when my character was at its best. This is actually around Enigma times, the later patches. I had a for those of you who actually know what I'm talking about, perfect ethereal Aretes helmet, Areates, I don't know how to pronounce it, I just say Aretes, for a barbarian. I had the Zodit trick in it where it was indestructible even though there was no Zodrin in it. I love that helmet so much. And pretty much all my other gear was as perfect as that, but I don't know, I love my Aretes helm nonetheless. And these guys, you can't let them hit you, because they have ridiculous, I think it's them, they have ridiculous amount of poison damage, which will pretty much one-hit kill any early game character. It won't kill you straight out because it's poison and it takes time, but it's still a lot of damage that you gotta worry about. Cracked Hunter's bow, still not getting any good bows. There was something else I wanted to say about that whole scam thing, and I really wish I could remember it. But I don't. I just thought it was... Oh, I do remember what it was! There was a... I don't know, for one, I just thought it was a cool story that I could tell you guys. Ah, I'm dead! I'm so dead. This bow is so weak. The other story was that there was somebody who I rolled with for a while. Like, the other person I did with, I knew them in person, so I trusted them. You know, if he's going to take my items, I just could walk up to him and say, what the hell's your problem? I knew his passwords, he knew mine, so... We were loser buddies. But somebody I met online that I actually did it with a couple times, who I don't even remember how I met him, but I did. He, I don't remember how I figured this out, but one day he was telling me about it, that he legitimately was, like, on parole for breaking into someone's house and stealing shit. And there's a certain line where you can joke around and it's cool you're taking Diablo stuff, but especially, you know, I don't condone any type of real stealing, thievery, law-abiding at all. Especially not even then. Then it was just Diablo, who cares? But I don't know, I just thought that was funny that I did that kind of stuff with him for a long time, then he actually went to jail for breaking into someone's house, and he told me before, like, oh yeah, I've done it before, and he was finally had like a court hearing or something, so good job, court system. Screw him. So yeah, that's about all the story I have there. I have a lot of... I played Diablo for a really long time, so I have a lot of Diablo stories. We can get into more of them later, when I think of them, and think they're actually worth telling. Yeah. Do you have any Diablo stories? This feels like Dora the Explorer all of a sudden. Do you have a Diablo story? Oh man, I played in some like PvP leagues and whatnot as well. Someone I knew was like, they had a decent job. At the time, you know, I was a kid, I didn't have a job, and they bought all their items. Nope, I don't want to go in there. Which I couldn't do. I bought a few items because I was way too into the game. Not much, like, I don't know, however much worth, but he bought like It's kind of sad the way I think of it now, because people in Team Fortress 2 will buy $1,000 hats, which blows my mind. So thinking back on this guy buying some items in Diablo 2 with like all the money he was making at his job or whatever, it seems a little bit less ridiculous. Team Fortress 2, of course, the most ridiculous thing in existence. So comparing anything to that... Oh, I ran out of portals, that's why I can't make one. So at the time, it was pretty crazy that he spent like all the money he earned as a hobby. Just, you know what, I'm gonna have the best D2 characters ever. And he was part of this tournament, PvP tournament that we were running. Not really running. I think he actually ran it and participated in it. I don't remember. But nonetheless, crazy shit. And by that I mean he had perfect items, perfect everything on like 8 characters, inventory full of charms. He probably the best Diablo 2, at least in terms of equipment. That's a much less boring story, but an interesting one. Not really. What am I doing? I haven't been talking about gameplay. I don't even remember where I am. Balance. I don't want to waste points on balance. Do I have enough gold to frickin' buy this thing that apparently costs 900 yet? It says... Why can't I buy it? I am seriously gonna have... Oh, well now I can't buy it because I got 46 gold. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I get easily distracted. Talking does that to me. TP. What we're doing is we're in the Tomahawk Island. I might as well just trek through this and just get it over with, because this stuff is surprisingly hard for me to deal with still. God, I really do just want to get that unique bow off that other character, but at the same time, I gave it to my mercenary who died. So in order to get it, I kind of need to earn, I think, 4k gold. Which sounds fair. A little bit. I mean, 4k gold for a decent bow. This early in the game, why not? Yeah, I might as well just run through this. We are running through Tomahawk Island to get to the cathedral, which is kind of... There's a lot of areas to it, but it's pretty much the last big area before Andario, who is the last boss. OMGZ, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, this is... I'm either going to get a lot of experience, or I'm going to die. I think it's die. I'm gonna take some time to actually like level. I might... No, not another run of Tristram. That would be retarded, because we all saw what happened in Tristram with those warlocks. But I'm gonna gain some experience and come back to you all when I've actually accomplished something. So once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more. Press the like button. It helps these videos coming. And feedback is always welcome, but whatever. Catch you guys later.